Welcome to LSB Feaster's radio channel and travel corner. Glad you're here. Today we're going to feature a format launch and its first hour. This is a famous 56 WFIL in Philadelphia. It was running a country format in 1983 and virtually no one was listening to it. And then there was an FM competitor that started playing country. So FIL had to do something new. FIL was huge in the 1960s and 70s, so management decided, let's play the music we played when we had listeners. So they did it. They called themselves Solid Gold 56 WFIL and cranked up the oldies. On this air check, you're going to hear Jim Nettleton and the first hour of the oldies format on September 3rd, 1983. An interesting lesson, even a few Philly classics tossed into this scoped air check. Hope you enjoyed. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe to the channel, and if you like what you hear after you subscribe, smack that bell. You'll get updates whenever we post anything new, which is normally weekdays at 3 o'clock. So if you're ready, let's do this. It's the format change to Golden Oldies on 56 WFIL Philadelphia.
Elvis Presley and Way Down. It's now 4 minutes before 6 o'clock at WFIL. This 3-hour Elvis Presley special was produced by Jerry Donahue. This is Bill Neal. Stay tuned now. In just 4 minutes, the most important announcement in the history of Philadelphia radio on 56 WFIL.
And now, we'll meet you again. May God bless you. Adios.
WFIL Philadelphia. And now the man who knows more about hits than anyone in Philadelphia, Pete Rose.
Good evening. This is Pete Rose of the Phillies. I am very pleased to be a part of this important moment in Philadelphia radio history. WFIL was one of Philadelphia's first radio stations signing on the air March 18th, 1922, and through the years become a springboard to fame for such names as Chubby Checker, Ed McMahon, Bobby Rydell, Fabian, and of course, the one and only Dick Clark. WFIL was also the home of some of Philadelphia's greatest radio personalities. Who can ever forget Dr. Don Rose and Lou LaBelle, Jim Nettleton, Dan Donovan, and the rest of the WFIL boss jocks. With great talents like those, mixed in with the greatest music of the day, WFIL was a moving force in the lives of everyone who lived in the Delaware Valley in the late 60s and early 70s. I am now honored to introduce WFIL President and General Manager Bruce Holberg, who will tell you how WFIL is once again going to become a big part of our lives.
Thank you, Pete. During the late 60s and early 70s, 56 WFIL Philadelphia was the musical leader of the Delaware Valley. Starting with the pop explosion, WFIL was rock and roll to literally millions of you who were seeking to hear the hottest and most important music of the day. And when tuning to us, you not only found your favorite music, but also Philadelphia's most entertaining radio personalities and some of the best contests ever. In short, WFIL was fun to listen to, and it was the station we all grew up with. Think back. Many of you first fell in love while tuned to famous 56 WFIL. Still others graduated high school and later college with us. Perhaps WFIL reminds you of buying your first house and having your first child. For a whole generation of Americans, those were the best years of our lives, and they wouldn't have been complete in the Delaware Valley without WFIL. Recently, those of us who make up the management team at WFIL began to examine the Philadelphia radio market, and what we found was lots of news, lots of talk, lots of 4 songs in a row, and a barrel full of boring radio stations and personalities. We also found that although a handful of radio stations were playing some of the great music we grew up with, they all seemed to play the same 200 records. Missing from Philadelphia radio in 1983 are fun, excitement, and most of the songs of the 60s and early 70s that made up our youth. Essentially, Philadelphia, what has been missing from your radio dial is Boss Radio, famous 56 WFIL, a radio station with fun personalities, great contests, and not just one, but all of the hits of the Beatles, Four Seasons, Beach Boys, Rolling Stones, Supremes, Temptations, Chicago, and yes, Elvis Presley. When was the last time you heard even one hit by such great groups as Creedence Clearwater Revival and the Dave Clark Five? Too long ago, but not anymore. To all of you in the Delaware Valley, our announcement is that we are giving WFIL back to you. From now on, when you push that first button on your radio dial, you'll find Boss Radio, famous 56 WFIL, playing the great hits of the 60s and early 70s, playing the songs that you can't hear anywhere else. You'll be entertained by the WFIL Boss Jocks and enjoy some of the greatest radio contests ever. Radio will be fun and exciting again. Thank you, Philadelphia, for all your support over the years. We're looking forward to getting to know you all over again. And now, here to kick off the return of WFIL is our new program director and a native Philadelphian, Jay Myers.
Thank you very much, Bruce. Over this Labor Day weekend, you will be meeting the new WFIL Boss Jock lineup, including Philadelphia radio veteran Bill Neal in the middays from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., the ever-popular Dennis John Cahill in the afternoons from 3 to 7 p.m., and if you're around overnight, Philly favorite Dick Fennessy. Newcomer Scott Taylor handles the nighttime from 7 to midnight, and Jerry Blavitt will do specials. And it is my pleasure to announce the WFIL morning team, including Mike Crossan on sports, and the return of Philadelphia's most trusted radio newsman, Alan Stone. These two will join original Boss Jock and the first voice you will hear at famous 56 WFIL, the one and only Jim Nettleton. So Philadelphia, get set for excitement 24 hours a day as famous 56 WFIL returns as solid gold radio. And not just on Saturday nights, but 7 days a week. Yes, Delaware Valley, the boss is back.
WFIL, Philadelphia, non-stop music.
You can feel it dancing in the streets of Philadelphia. Martha and the Vandellas from 1963. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jim Nettleton, proud to be leading a revolution in Philadelphia radio, because indeed, the boss is back. WFIL rocks again. When the whistle blows, anything goes. Philadelphia's own soul survivors at WFIL. Talk about Philly's own. And we get one here, one of the all-time great 60s sounds. Billy!
Dollar girl, can't you see what you're doing to me is wrong? You've been looking so fine, girl, messing up my mind much too long. Got to tell you, I said I love you, and I know the reason why. Girl, they call you Sally, saying something. Girl, you got my heart, something. Sally, saying something, baby. Gonna wrap you up and take you home, girl. Where you belong, yeah. From the front round to the back, Sally, it's a natural fact. You're looking fine. Like a roaring, pounded ocean, girl, your soulful locomotion blows my mind. I guess you know that I can't help myself, sugar, that's the lie. Got to have you, Sally, saying something. You got my heart, something. Sally, saying something, baby.
One of those great songs you can't hear anywhere else. At WFIL, Billy Harner, Philadelphia's own.
56 WFIL.
They don't come much better than this. Creedence Clearwater Revival, Traveling Band.
737 coming hotter than Scott. WFIL, Philadelphia, non-stop music.
seasons at WFIL Solid Gold Radio. Come on, Marianne. One of the best things ever. That's 1967. Boss is back. That you are thoroughly aware of by now. I'm Jim Nettleton. Good to be back with some of the best music you have ever heard, and songs you're not going to hear anywhere else, too, I might add. If you're a musician, I got a word for you. Perry's Music Center is having a sale, a spectacular sale. All prices on musical instruments have been drastically reduced. Gibson, Fender, as in Freddie, drum sets, wind instruments, and brass instruments have been reduced to low prices. Now, example is this. New Gibson Les Paul guitar, which is one fantastic instrument, $595 with a hard-shell case. And the new Gibson Flying V Explorer with a hard-shell case, $595 also. The CB700 drum set, 9-piece. Now, the list price on that one is $1,595 at Perry's. Yours for only $995. Now, this includes two 14-inch Zildjian cymbals, and one 16-inch crash and one 18-inch crash cymbal. This type of savings is good for all major brands of drum sets, and they are incredibly low prices. Take our word for it. And if you don't think you're ready to buy any new musical instruments or accessories, it'll be worth your while just to come in and see Perry's new line of Gibson guitars. Perry's at the Bazaar of All Nations in Clifton Heights. For more information, here's a number, 623-9606. 623-9606. Perry's Music Center puts discounts in your pocket where they belong.
It's nice to have a job, but it's even better to have a career. The Philadelphia College of Textiles and Science would like to help you move into a career that's best for you in this new age of information and high technology. They'd like to send you a copy of a booklet published specifically for adults who want to turn everyday jobs into special careers. It's called The Career Book, and it's packed with information about careers for the 80s and beyond. Careers in business, computers, retailing, healthcare, and much more. This new edition of The Career Book tells you which careers will be hot and which ones to avoid, and it lists some of the best opportunities in Philadelphia. The Career Book also offers advice on how and when to change careers and the type of education you'll need to get ahead, whether it's a bachelor's degree, MDA, or just a few courses. For your free copy of The Career Book, call the Philadelphia College of Textiles and Science at 951-2900. That's 951-2900. There's still time to register for fall classes, so call today.
Famous 56 WFIL.
Famous 56 WFIL, Sly and the Family Stone. Remember the medleys with that and My Lady, huh? Dance to the music back in 68. Jim Nettleton, how are you doing tonight? The boss is back.
When some outrageous tries to put me down and says it's good and great.
Beach Boys at WFIL. Be true to your school. Prides of Southern California. I understand Southern California had another first the other day. A all-nude blood drive. Did you hear about that? Sponsored by the Red Cross. Moved along pretty quickly because nobody had to roll up their sleeves. 628 WFIL non-stop music time. That's Steam from 69. One of the all-time greats of the late 60s. One, Arthur Conley.
Do you like good music? On the Friday, got to feel it.
WFIL, Philadelphia. Non-stop music.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, now touch me, baby.
Famous 56 WFIL. The Boss is back as Solid Gold Radio. And we'd like you to know what you think. All you do is call the Boss's phone at 482-7053. You tell us your favorite song and WFIL memory. And you could win dinner, which is some accomplishment. It'll also give you a little satisfaction. Rolling Stones at WFIL. Still famous after all these years. 636 WFIL non-stop music time. Tonight's definition. The difference between Interior Secretary James Watt and a hurricane. It should be an easy one now. I'll give you a second. Got it? The difference is that a hurricane can only wreck one coastline at a time. Make-believe at WFIL. That's wind. Is not make-believe. The Boss is back and doing the thing. All these years, still famous. 56 with the best music you've ever heard anywhere. Also, the songs you can't hear anywhere else. I got one of those coming up right around the corner from the Dave Clark 5. And to welcome back Famous 56, Swenson Lincoln Mercury at Tyson and the Boulevard in Philadelphia offers the all-new 1984 Mercury Topaz for $56 over dealer's cost this weekend only. That's right. Swenson, Lincoln Mercury, having their clearance sale on their 1983 Lincolns and Mercuries. And they got a great selection of models and colors in the new 1983s and a wide variety of styles as well. Swenson, Lincoln Mercury will offer you a fair trade-in value in your present car. And if you have need of a second car, but you think you can't afford it, you just drive to Ray Swenson, Lincoln Mercury, and look over his lot of late-model, reconditioned used cars. He's got a ton of them up there, especially low prices on all of Ray Swenson's used cars. They must meet their standards of excellence, so you are safe. Now, this weekend only, Swenson is offering to WFIL listeners the all-new 1984 Mercury Topaz. Have you seen that yet? It's a great-looking car. $56 over dealer's cost. Take advantage of that one.
This Sunday, The Inquirer takes an in-depth look at two men of vastly different backgrounds, but each a success in his own right. To working men and women, area Teamsters head John Morris is a champion who can't be bought and won't be sold out. But business leaders view him in a totally different light. Find out why in the Philadelphia Inquirer magazine cover story called The Toughest, Meanest Union Boss in Town. Read it for an understanding of the special intensity that characterizes labor relations in Philadelphia. And how about that handsome man you see in a TV commercial with Frank Sinatra? He's multimillionaire Steve Wynn, who signed Sinatra to sing and make that commercial for his Golden Nugget Casino in Atlantic City. Sunday's Inquirer reveals how Wynn rode the crest of the gambling wave to fame and fortune. And what paper has three of its top sports writers covering the Eagles-San Francisco Saturday night clash? Sunday's Inquirer, of course.
When the sun comes up, the Inquirer shines.
Allen Tire, a name you've come to trust for 50 years in the Delaware Valley, announces a very special Uniroyal rebate. If you buy 4 Uniroyal Tiger Paw 200s, Tiger Paw Plus, or Tiger Paws with the Royal Seal, you'll receive a $25 rebate directly from Uniroyal. Plus, just mention WFIL and get those tires spin balanced for free. What a deal! Rebate offer ends September 24th. And it's yours from Allen Tire. Allen Tire now has 2 convenient locations in Northeast Philadelphia, 6301 Rising Sun Avenue, and in Bala Cynwyd at 161 Rock Hill Road. For tire information and price quotes, call Allen Tire at 742-7205. That's 742-7205. Remember, the $25 rebate deal from Uniroyal, plus mention WFIL and get your spin balance for free. Allen Tire, 6301 Rising Sun Avenue in the Northeast, 161 Rock Hill Road in Bala Cynwyd. Uniroyal quality plus big savings. That's Allen Tire.
WFIL. Golden 1964.
What were you doing? Well, the Dave Clark Five was doing their thing. Play it all over.
That you love me. Say you love me. Right to my love. Whoa, 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 whoa. Famous 56 WFIL. All right, is everybody ready? Yeah! All right, now here we go.
Some Motown memories for you at 56 WFIL with Jim Nettleton on this beautiful September 2nd night this Friday in Philadelphia, where we're starting a brand new revolution in Philadelphia radio. The boss is back, and right around the corner, we got something from Jan and Dean standing by. Right now, if you're a musician, you got a word here. Perry's Music Center is having a sale, a spectacular sale. All prices on musical instruments have been drastically reduced. Now, if you play guitar, listen to this. Gibson, Fender, super names. If you play drums, they've got drum sets. If you're a wind player, wind instruments and brass instruments, they've been reduced to low prices too. For example, the new Gibson Les Paul Guitar Invader. That's $595 with hard shell case, and that is a price. New Gibson Flying V Explorer with hard shell case at $595 also. And the CB700 drum set, 9-piece, list priced at $1595, and Perry's yours for only $995. Now this includes 2 14-inch Zildjian cymbals, 1 16-inch Crash, and 1 18-inch Crash cymbal. Now, this type of savings is good for all major brands of drum sets. They're incredibly low prices. Even if you don't think you're ready to buy any new musical instruments or accessories, it'll be worth your while just to come in and take a look at Perry's new line of Gibson guitars. Perry's at the Bazaar of All Nations in Clifton Heights. Now, for more information, here's a number to call, 623-9606. 623-9606. Perry's Music Center puts discounts in your pocket.
Thanks a lot, James. Hey, what's the matter with you? Sitting there in your car or in your bed or the sofa, all snug as a bug in a rug, listening to me, when you should be at Belmont Furniture's midsummer sale. Don't you know it's almost over? Listen, a lot of people are saving a lot of bucks on everything at this Belmont sale. But you've only got till 5 on Monday to do it also. Belmont Furniture's got every single solitary thing in their place on sale. I don't mean just a little itsy-bitsy teeny-weeny selection. We're talking about a whole New Jersey City block of furniture. And everything's on sale. But if you don't get to Belmont's midsummer sale before 5 on Monday, you're going to smack yourself in the head. And it's going to hurt. And you'll say to yourself, hey, I could have saved a lot of bucks at Belmont Furniture. It just goes to show it's always something. Either you'll save a lot of money at Belmont and
You've only got till Monday to save big on everything you see at Belmont Furniture's Midsummer Sale. Just minutes from Philadelphia on the Black Horse Pike at Route 295 in Belmar, New Jersey.
Are you planning a cruise? Have I got news for you? Mark your calendar for a cruise experience from Philadelphia starting April 17th, 1984. And it's not too early to think about that. Prices start at an unbelievable $295. That's $295 for a cruise to nowhere. You can also cruise to Bermuda if you want to go someplace for 7 days on the fun ship, the Carnival. Or go transatlantic on the luxurious SS Norway or on the Queen of the Sea, the QE2. Packers Society Hill Travel is reserved cabin space on all 3 ships. Now, you can enjoy the pleasure and the convenience of sailing from Philadelphia. Call tomorrow or during regular business hours to make your reservations. Early bird special for the first 25 reservations that book a Bermuda cruise or transatlantic sailing will receive free limousine service from your home to the port of Philadelphia. How about that? Call WA5-9622 during regular business hours. Packers Society Hill Travel. Now, they're located at 729 Walnut Street in the heart of Society Hill, Philadelphia. Don't miss out on this great vacation opportunity. Never know when that's going to come again. Call Packers Society Hill Travel to make your reservations, WA5-9622, or visit them at 729 Walnut Street in the Society Hill section of Philadelphia. And more songs you can't hear anywhere else at WFIL. Jan and Dean. Great West Coast sounds at WFIL. The boss is back. That's Jan and Dean. I'm Jim Nettleton. I've got some music here from Three Dog Night.
The largest lottery jackpot in American history. This story headlines WFIL News, first at 56. Alan Stone reporting. Ladies and gentlemen, permit me the pleasure of saying that just one more time. Alan Stone reporting. What a thrill to be back before this microphone. And now here is that top story on this historic night in the life of this great radio station. 3 minutes from now, Pennsylvania's lottery officials will announce the winning number in this week's lotto game. Brisk sales and weeks without a winner have combined to make tonight's jackpot the largest in lottery history at more than $11 million. WFIL News visited a lotto outlet this evening and found the hordes of people purchasing tickets have some rather unique ways of choosing their lucky numbers.
Hunting licenses. Hunting licenses? Yep. Why? I don't know. Just thought maybe be lucky. Any particular hunting license? I mean, you know, friends? 5 years worth. Your old hunting licenses, I take.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Bob Varensky of East Falls, one of the hundreds of thousands of people now clutching those lotto tickets in their hands, awaiting the drawing of 6 two-digit numbers. WFIL News will broadcast those winning numbers the moment they are drawn. Where are we tonight at this hour on the shooting down of that Korean commercial airliner by the Russians? Frankly, not very far. What we have, folks, is pure polemics. That's name-calling. President Reagan, in effect, branding the Soviets a pack of flagrant liars, the Russians countering, calling themselves peace-loving, victims of the big smear. One question in all this that keeps popping up: how could that 747 have strayed hundreds of miles, ending up in Soviet airspace? Maybe somebody purposely tampered with its control computer. James McIntyre is a TWA 747 captain and a member of the National Air Safety Board, contacted by WFIL News. This was his response to that theory.
No, I don't think this could be a possibility, because we do program the inertial navigation system at the start of each individual flight. Now, we do have up to 9 waypoints, as we call them, that we program in. Once we get beyond 9 points, we have to reprogram. They could have made a wrong entry in there.
Now, one thing the Russians did own up to today was that they fired warning shots at that Korean airliner, but nothing more, says the Kremlin. In the local area, residents of Overbrook woke up this morning to find their cars, their homes, and their sidewalks covered with soot. A quickly assembled investigation reveals the black dust blew in from a malfunctioning PE boiler on the Delaware. PE could be fined for fouling the air. We'll see what happens. The malfunction's been corrected, incidentally. Now a look at the August unemployment rate out today. No change nationwide. It remains at 9.5%. However, in Pennsylvania, joblessness up 0.4%. In New Jersey, up 0.5%. An encouraging note in all this, more Americans actually had jobs in August than ever before. Philadelphia's major mayoral candidates have agreed to a date for a live radio debate on WFIL. Wilson Good, John Egan, and Tom Leonard will meet face-to-face before our microphones the evening of October 13th. Put that down.